Hello, nice to see you all. Welcome to the information section of the Department of Information System. Now, this is the JUPAS information section for three of our choice offerings. So, JS1017, 1018, and 1019. And I'm Joseph, the tutor from the Department of Information System of the City University of Hong Kong. So, nice to see you all. Welcome to this information section. Now, let me move on to this desktop screen. So I'm Joseph from the Department of Information System. Now this is the information section for JUPAS 2020, which are related to our JUPAS choice JS1017, 1018, and 1019. Now very likely that you have already completed your DSE exam and you are waiting for the DSE result announcement, and also you are concerned about your JUPAS choice. Now, I think most likely you have already heard about these three choices from various sources, or from our websites, or from the CityU campus, something like that. And the purpose of this information section is to give you additional information when you consider your choices in JUPAS later, after the your DSE result announcement. So, some more personal self-introduction. I'm Joseph Kong from the Department of Information System. Now, the department always like me to talk about these JUPAS information. One of the reason is because I graduate here. So I have my BBA Information System degree date back to 2005, and eventually work outside, continue my study, and then eventually I have my PhD degree here in 2013. So I'm a very local person. I've received my education from in Hong Kong, from primary education, secondary education, my BBA, and then my PhD. So I am a very local person. So maybe because of this, my department like me to talk about these information talks. And also during this talk, I may use my personal case to talk about some of my concerns date back to my JUPAS selection, date back to my secondary school dates. Okay, so let us begin. Now, first of all, I would like to talk about what is information system. Now, some of you may already heard about information system, or some of you may have some expectation saying that information system should be something related to IT, information technology. Now, let me put it this way. Our discipline is not only concerned about information technology, and also not only concerned about our business. Our discipline is about the application of these IT in a business environment, so that these IT will assist those type of business processes. Now, this is our discipline. So this is what we call information system, and this is also one of the majors that we are offering called information management. Now, as I know, not a lot of university, not every university has their own information system department. Now, to my knowledge, only CityU, only Hong Kong U, only UST, and also Baptist U has their information system department. And for universities with information system department, we are the largest in terms of the number of undergraduate students and the number of staff. So, some of you may concern about the ranking of City University. So, I will tell you that in terms of research output, in fact, we are in no way inferior compared to other universities. So, our department, the Department of Information System, in terms of research output, is in fact world number 3. So, I hope that it gives you some idea about what is information system and what is the position of the Department of Information System in City University. Now, I think a lot of you actually are using a smartphone now. Don't tell me that you are still using these sorts of phones with a number pad, which I will not believe. So most likely you are using a cell phone, a smartphone nowadays. Maybe it is Apple or maybe it is Android. Now very likely that you will set up some apps in your smartphone to make it more capable. Now, have you ever think about what are the fundamental technologies to make these apps happen? Now we have some actually fancy words which are very popular nowadays related to information system, related to information technology and something like that. And very likely the apps that you are using are built on top of these fundamental technologies. Let's say, for example, we have talked about artificial intelligence. A lot of things are now being done, are being assigned to machine, and these business processes are being done automatically. Now, back in the days when you would like to buy an airplane ticket, maybe you need to call up your travel agency, asking them about your requirements, and they reserve a ticket for you, and you need to go to the bank and transfer money to this travel agency. Nowadays, nobody is going to buy a air ticket like that anymore. You install an app, you go there, and you click several buttons, and then you pay by credit card. So these are automated in the back at the back side. So it is actually a machine handling your request instead of a human being. Now I've put my scooter here as well because AI has a lot of different applications. Say for example, when you are going to travel around, you go to Japan, for example, you have no idea about how to reach your destination. The simplest way to solve this problem is to open Google Maps, type in your destination, and actually Google will have some kind of AI to determine which is the shortest route, what is the fastest route, or the suitable way for you to go to which train station to board and other trains, something like that. Okay, so these are AI aspects. Now, some say that nowadays your cell phone, or maybe you are wearing a smartwatch like me, very likely that the device that you have owned actually know you better than yourself. Say for example, I can reach my iPhone, I can check about my sleeping condition, which I have absolutely no idea when I will go asleep. Well, every night, but actually my cell phone is keep checking these sorts of information. So these are some kind of big data that you can you can collect from your customer and determine what you could do with this group of customer. And we have what we call the cloud services. Now, a lot of computational process are not being done on your device. Let's say, for example, I don't know how to type Cantonese. I don't know how to type Chinese words. So the only method that I can type Chinese word on my cell phone is by voice recognition. But voice recognition, sometimes you will send some kind of delay. Actually, the voice recognition works like that. It records your voice, it sends your voice to the server, to the cloud, and the cloud will handle with that sorts of AI to determine what kind of things are you speaking, and then the text will be sent back to your cell phone. So these type of very heavy computational tasks actually can be done by sending the raw data to the cloud and let the cloud do the computational things, and let the cloud do that kind of process, and then the result push back to your cell phone. Now, very likely that the apps that you are using are built on top of these sorts of very fundamental smart technologies. And what IS is studying is that we try to apply these sorts of IT information technology in a business environment to assist that kind of business process or to make it more efficient. So I think that in this period, because of the virus outbreak, very likely that you are staying at home, and very likely that you need to adapt yourself to some kind of online method of teaching. Now, I myself actually run a YouTube channel, and because of this side of social distancing, we actually change from classroom teaching to online teaching in the previous semester. Now, the method that I am trying is that I try to record all my tutorials and then put it on my YouTube channel and try to learn all these type of technologies that will assist in our very traditional industry, educational industry. So because of this, a lot of us actually need to adapt to the change of situation with this source of technology. Now, just like the example that I have previously mentioned, nowadays nobody will call up your sales or call up your travel agency and reserve an airplane ticket. Very likely that you will access your app, click a few buttons, select your destination, select the date, and then you pay by credit card. Now, nowadays this technology actually, maybe you only need 2 staff, maybe 5 staff to handle airplane reservation and also this type of technical support at the backside of a travel agency. Then what about other things? Who has been working with the traditional method for so many years, they cannot adapt? What will happen to this sort of people? This group of people will be, replaced by technology. They will lose their job. And that's why in the coming days, in order to survive in this business environment, you need to be able to know how to make good use of this IT in order to facilitate your business process, or else you will be replaced by machines, replaced by AI, replaced by an app, something like that. That's why we have information system in the College of Business. Now, the Department of Information System in City University, we offer 3 choices in this year of JUPAS. So very likely, if you are watching this live, very likely you have one of these or more than one of these in your JUPAS choices. Now, this year we offer JS1017, which is a general admission. We offer JS1018 and also JS1019. Now, their relationship is very simple. So this slide summarizes a roadmap what will happen in this year of JUPAS to your graduation. Now, JS1017, Department of Information System, bracket option something. Actually, this is what we call an indirect admission. This is what we call an indirect admission, indirect intake. So after 1 year of study in the City University, you will, based on your academic result, choose whether you are going for the Global Business System Management major or you are going to the Information Management major. So this is what we call the indirect intake JS1017. For students being admitted to JS1018, they will be directly admitted to the major of Global Business System Management. The same here, JS1019, students who take JS1019 will be admitted directly to the BBA Information Management. So these 2 groups of students do not need to choose their major after their first year of study. For students who are being admitted in JS1017 in after they have finished their first year and go to their second year, they will, based on their academic result, choose whether their major will be Global Business System Management or Information Management. Now, their expected graduation is 2024. Now, I will talk about why we need to put a year here, so later in my presentation. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so a lot of you actually talk about after your secondary education, you need to go to the university. Have you ever think about what will you learn in the university? What will be the courses that you need to take in the university? So maybe it is a suitable timing for me to give you some kind of brief overview about the BBA curriculum structure. What kind of things will you actually learn in the coming days if you entered City University? Now, in the university, actually, you need to take 40 courses. Now, it sounds a lot, but actually it is not. So, in the university, you have 4 years of study. So, it means that every year you need to take 10 courses. And for every year, you have 2 semesters. So, every semester, you only need to take 5 courses. So, it is not a lot. It is not a lot. Now, if you are entering the BBA, well, whether you are Global Business System Management or whether you are Information Management, you are required to take 10 courses related to your major. You are required to take 10 courses of your major. Now, in order to be called a BBA student, Bachelor of Business Administration, you need to complete 14 courses. And in order to be called a bachelor, you need to complete 11 courses that is defined, required by the university. And finally, you have some electives. Some students, they may go for electives. That means they can randomly choose 5 courses from the university, which suits their personal interests. Or for students who would like to be to have a minor subject, they will take 5 courses related to the same minor. Now, in the previous year, the College of Business start to promote what we call a second major in the College of Business. It means that for BBA major student, they can take 3 courses here, and they can take 1 course from the bachelor courses and have all their 5 courses put it here. These 9 courses combined can be called another major, which I will also talk about some possibilities that you can do with these 9 courses of second major. Now, my talk is about Department of Information System, so I will mainly talk about these 10 courses, and I will also briefly touch what we call by second major. Okay, so for BBA courses, for bachelor courses, well, it will not be covered detailed in my presentation here. Now, as I have mentioned, we offer 2 majors. So the first major is Global Business System Management. The direct intake code for JUPAS is JS1018, and the indirect intake code will be JS1017. As I have previously mentioned, the indirect intake, which means this group of students will come into City University and study 1 year first, and then after their first year, they will select whether they go to Global Business System Management or Information Management based on their academic result. Now, for students who are being admitted directly to JS1018, which means you are directly entering Global Business System Management, you don't need to make a choice in your second year. Now, let me talk about what is Global Business System Management. Now, Global Business System Management, as I have mentioned to you, what is information system? Information system is the application of IT in a business environment. That's why the design of our courses will include IT and business. So business will be covered by the courses that you are required to take as a BBA student. Now, what we are talking about here are those 10 courses covered by your major. If you are GBSM, Global Business System Management student, you are required to take 5 compulsory courses, 5 cores, or you are, and also you are required to take 5 electives. And I will tell you in detail after I have talked about the main dish of GBSM, which is 2 overseas exchange. Now, GBSM is Global Business System Management. So on top of the application of IT in a business environment, we also need to give you some knowledge related to a global insight. Now, as a requirement for GBSM student, Global Business System Management student, this group of students will require to have 2 exchange in their 3rd year of study. So in year 3, they will disappear for a whole year. So they will go to 2 exchange in 2 locations. So among 3 areas, so you can choose American university, you can choose European universities, or you may choose Asia Pacific University. So among these 3 areas, you are required to choose 2. You are required to choose 2 areas to go to complete your 2 semesters of exchange, which is required by the GBSM degree, the Global Business System Management program. And also, as I have mentioned to you, you have 10 courses related to your major. You are required to take 5 compulsory IS courses and also 5 elective courses. Now, the compulsory courses I have here is actually for the purpose to nurture this group of students to have a global mindset and to become future managers. So we are intended to nurture this group of students to become global leaders. We are nurturing them to be future, to work in future smart managerial positions. So what do we mean by managers? So even if you have no idea in terms of how to complete your program, how to do those type of programming, at least you need to know how to design one and tell your technicians and programmer what is your requirement, what is the business problem, and what your apps is expected to do. This is what we call the system analysis and design. And nowadays, it is very difficult for you to find a project that is restricted to a geographical local location. Very likely that this group of students will work in a global technology firm, and they actually have offices all over the world. Maybe, for example, you work in a US technology company, and their development team is in fact located in China or in India. How are you going to, well, work with this group of people all over the world? How can you lead and how can you propose this group of project that is cross-border? So this is what we call a global project management. And also we have 3 courses here which are related to global and IT. Say, for example, we have system strategy and tactical management, we have global business technology consulting, and we have global technology entrepreneurship and innovations. These 5 courses will be required by the GBSM student, the Global Business System Management student. And because this group of students will have 2 semesters of exchange, so very likely that these group of students will have one or several of their courses study in a foreign university and credit transfer back to City University. Okay, so these are the 5 compulsory courses for Global Business System Management student. Now we also have a lot of flexibility for this group of elite student. So for the 5 electives, we divide these 5 electives into 3 categories. So you could select a foreign language. Now remember, it should be foreign language. If you are Japanese, don't tell me that you are learning Japanese in your exchange. Don't tell me that if you are Korean, you are learning Korean in our university. No. Okay, you are not allowed to take your native language. Okay, remember, it should be foreign language. Now, some of the students may have the wish to have more advanced IS knowledge. So more advanced IS knowledge. Say, for example, in addition to design, some of them may wish to learn something related to programming. So we have courses for Python and we have courses for Java. Some of the students may like to know something related to big data, which is one of the very fundamental IT and one of the fundamental technologies that drive smart technologies nowadays. Some of you may be like me, you would like to try out YouTube, you like to try out Facebook, Instagram, that kind of social marketing. So we have courses related to social media, and also we have something related to cybersecurity. Now in this semester, very likely that you have switched to online teaching, and very likely that you have come across a platform called Zoom, and this is one of the platforms that being challenged with a lot of privacy and security issue. So how can you make sure, how can you protect your system being hacked? How can you protect the data of your customer? So this is something related to cybersecurity. Now, GBSM, information system, is about IT applied to business environment. So some of the students may wish to also have some kind of advanced knowledge related to some business discipline. Say, for example, some accounting. Maybe some students are interested in financial markets. Some students would like to know something more related to how to being a manager, how to lead people. So maybe they will go to the management department and study organizational behavior and also some kind of marketing knowledge from the marketing department. So we offer high level of flexibility for global business system management students, so that in addition to have a global mindset, they will be smart managers in the future who can handle IT, who can handle the application of IT in a business environment and apply it in a global perspective. So this is the first here, JS1018 and Indirect Intake JS1017. Now I would like to talk about the second major that and other major that offered by our Department of Information System, which is called Information Management. Okay, so Information Management, the direct intake code is JS1019 and the indirect intake code is JS1017. So as I have already mentioned, this group of indirect intake students, they will come to the City University first to study 1 year, and then in the second year they choose between Global Business System Management or Information Management. For students being admitted directly to JS1019, you don't need to make a choice. Okay, you come directly. When you come to City University, you will go to Information Management directly. Now, as I have already mentioned, what is IT? What is information management? It is the application of information technology in a business environment. So for information management, the 10 IS courses will be divided to 4 compulsory courses. And we also have a stream. We also provide a free stream for you to choose when you after you have finished the first year and then you go to the second year, which I will talk about it in the next slide. And also you will have 2 electives. So it is 4 stream courses and then 2 electives. Now this is the roadmap for information management student. So for information management student, you have 4 core courses. Now in the previous semester, I have taught e-business. It is just like an introduction, a fundamental course for information management student to give you an insight what is happening to e-business now. We have talked about e-business and e-commerce for more than 10 years, more than 20 years already. But what is the current development? How can you spot e-business problem related to a company? And what is the current development? What is the current available technology, or what are the analysis methods that you can help you can help a business to establish their e-business? So this is something related to a fundamental course for all information management students. We have database management. So I have mentioned about big data. This is where you contain the big data. We have system analysis and design, and we have global project management. So these are the courses that we wish to nurture this group of information management students to become future IS professionals. Now, as I have mentioned to you, information management or information system is like the application of IT in a business environment. And from the traditional point of view, a lot of these type of IT or IS is designed. Their existence is to assist some kind of some sort of business process, and there are a lot of business process in a business context. Now, given different types of your personality or given your intended career path, actually we have designed 3 streams for students of different personality or different interests, and I will talk about these 3 streams one by one. Now the first group of students, or the first stream, is what we call business intelligence. Now the idea of business intelligence is like you try to predict what will happen to a business given your previous data. Okay, so you have collected big data for your company. What will happen in the near future based on your previous data? Okay, so this stream, business intelligence stream, is suitable for students who have an analytical mind, who like mathematics, who are more logical. So this group of students, we will actually tell you how to do programming. We will teach you Python. We will teach you some techniques related to big data, and we will also teach you how to present the data in a visual, in a graphical form. And finally, you will learn this type of analytics analysis techniques for business intelligence. Now, this group of business intelligence stream students, we also have some sort of synergies for second majors. So in the previous year, we have combinations for student of business. We have students from finance and we have students from business analysis to join in to be an information management student, because it creates some sort of synergy. Say, for example, fintech. Actually, fintech is finance with information technology. So this is the first group of first stream that we are offering, business intelligence. Now, date back to the early days, date back to the time when I was selecting my JUPAS choice. My father gave me some kind of advice. Now, at that time, my father wished me to be a professional. So he always think that, okay, Joseph, you should pick a major that is related to a professional which you can secure a job in the future. Okay, now don't worry, nowadays IT can be a sustainable career. Now some students may wish to be an auditor in the future. After your graduation, maybe you wish to go to a Big Four firm to become an auditor. Now, at the beginning of this presentation, I've told you AI. And because business process and the the continuous improvement to technologies, a lot of business process is now being automated and being handled by AI. We transfer our business process and being done by machine nowadays. In the past, we have auditor to make sure that human being is doing the right thing. But when we have business process assigned to a machine, how can you make sure that a machine is doing the thing right? This is what we call information system auditing. And this is one of the streams that we are offering. So if you are a student who wish, or maybe you have an accounting background when you are studying in a secondary school, and maybe you wish to be a professional after graduation, maybe information system auditing is one of the choice that you could consider. Say for example, for information system auditing, student will teach you some kind of cyber security. Nowadays we have online teaching and we use Zoom. How can you make sure that your Zoom section is well protected? If you collect your customer information, how can you make sure that your customer information is well guarded in your company database? Now, for every professional, you have compliance and you have regulations, and for IS audit, you have these sort of things as well. So if you are doing this type of information system auditing, you will learn some kind of governance and regulations. Of course, you need to make sure that how to make sure a machine is doing the right thing, and also you need to learn something related to risk management and information system control. Now, machines are not human beings. They will crash. Sometimes when I doing this type of live section, actually the network may broken and the connection need to re-establish again. So these are some sort of risks that you need to consider when you are assigning a machine to do some kind of jobs, to automate some kind of a business process. So these are some sort of things that you need to learn to be an information system auditor. Now, some of our students will actually treasure this opportunity by using their 9 courses to have their second major in BBA accountancy, so that they know how to audit human being works and also audit what is machine works. Now, finally, maybe you are a character that is not mathematically minded. You enjoy social with your friends. You enjoy exposure and you wish to be an KOL. You wish to be an influencer in the near future. So maybe if you are those type of extrovert person, maybe this internet services and social network stream is suitable for you. So you will learn something related to social media and social network, how to make your brand, how to make yourself, how to make your company famous on the social networks. How can you maintain this type of customer relationship through this type of social networks and with the internet? So what we call search engine optimization is like when nowadays you go to Google to search something. You can search CityU University, you can search information management. How can you ensure your brand and your product is ranked among the top in search engine results? That is what we call search engine optimization. And finally, we have what we call O2O service. Some company, they have an offline shop, they have traditional retail shops, and they have apps. How can you establish a connection between these sort of online to offline or offline to online? So if you have an app, how can you establish this type of functions with your physical retail shops? This is what we call O2O service. And a lot of our students from ISSN stream, they will use these 9 courses to go to study their second major in marketing, so that they will learn with typical training from a marketing major, so that they can apply this source of IT to a marketing firm or for marketing need for a company. Now, this slide summarizes the overall curriculum or roadmap for students entering City University through these 3 JUPAS choices. So JS1017, as I have mentioned already, these 41 students will be indirect intake to 2 of our majors. So after their first year of study, they will go to Global Business System Management, or they will go to Information Management. In the year 2024, they will have a GBSM degree or Information Management degree. Now, the reason why I put a year here for your graduation is that we are a discipline that we look into the future. We don't talk about history. History has no meaning in our discipline. So if you like, keep on challenging yourself just like me. I enjoy looking at new technologies. I enjoy trying new technologies on different social networks, and every year we have new products, new IT products that can be used to assist your business process. This is some sort of industry that may be suitable for you. So you need to think about, in the year when you graduate, what will be the job market? What will be the skill required in the job market to enable you to secure your job? So our curriculum will keep on evolving. We will keep on polishing our teaching material to equip you with the latest up-to-date IT knowledge in order to secure your job when you graduate in 2024. Now, usually this group of indirect intake students, this group of 41 students, around 40% will go this way. Around 40% will go to GBSM. So usually around 15 to 16 students go this way. So usually this group of GBSM students will have around 30. And the rest 60% will go this way. So I don't have the distribution here, but these 3 combined will usually be around 60 from the JUPAS admission. Of course, on top of JUPAS admission, you also have classmates from non-JUPAS. So we don't talk about that group of students in my presentation. So JS1017, 41 intake. JS1018 direct intake to GBSM, Global Business System Management, 15 students. JS1019 direct intake to Information Management, 33 students. And these are the requirements for your DSE results. So for our programs, for our admission program, we don't have weighting. So all these will be times 1. All these will be times 1. You are required to have English, Chinese, Mathematics level 3, LS level 2, and also 2 additional electives which are level 3. 2 additional electives which are level 3. Okay, so these are the requirements for DSE admission. So talk about career, just like my dad, he asked me to secure some kind of professional position when I graduate, and these are some kind of updated directions or career that our student from previous year goes to. So some of our students go to traditional tech firms, just like Apple, IBM. I don't need to explain what kind of company this is. I think you already have some idea related to what is Apple doing and what is IBM doing. So these are traditional tech firms, and very likely that these type of company are among the most valuable brands or valuable company in New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, or well, all over the world. Now, some of the students will go to the financial market. They will go to this financial industry. Say, for example, they have went to HSBC to be management trainee, and they also go to Bloomberg as financial analysts. So one of our stream, business intelligence. So they are now these sort of financial companies. They require some student with some kind of IT knowledge, and they can do those type of financial analysis. Let's say how to predict future stock price based on previous stock price, something like that. There are actually some kind of technique involved, which well, very likely that we will cover those in one of our courses. Some of the students will go the traditional auditing path. So they go to Big Four, and not only auditing human being works, but also they do those type of risk assurance for those type of maybe IS for companies. So they also, in addition to auditing, traditional auditing, they also do those type of IS auditing, information system auditing. And finally, some of them, maybe they are from the ISSN, Internet Service and Social Network stream. They will go to marketing firm, just like Facebook. They provide client solution to their clients. Let's say you have a company, you establish you try to set up a page on Facebook. How can you make good use of this type of social platform to make your brand and to make your product famous? In this type of you make good use of social marketing techniques. So this is some kind of sidetracking things, is that in the previous year we start to promote what we call second major in the College of Business, and in the previous year the information management second major is the most popular second major in the College of Business. But you don't need to consider this one now. So you first consider what will be your major, what will be your JUPAS choice, and you have one additional year to think about this in after 1 year of study in CityU University. So you don't need to worry about this one. So you worry about entering CityU University first. Okay, now finally, so thank you very much for listening to some kind of additional JUPAS information for 3 of our choices. So JS1017, which is an indirect general choice for both global business system management and information management. Now we have direct intake to global business system management, which is JS1018, and we have a direct intake to information management, which is JS1019. So these are the choices that we have covered in this presentation. Now, in case you are interested, we have a Cantonese section which already done 2 days ago, and the YouTube video is now available on our department channel. So I think it should be a button somewhere here at this location. You could subscribe to our channel, and you could also listen to my Cantonese presentation about the same topic. Now this is the English presentation which I am doing, and with the same token I will also keep a record on YouTube. So I may cut away some kind of technical issues and also some kind of Q&A, but I will keep a record on YouTube so that whenever you would like to revisit my presentation, you are always welcome to go to our YouTube channel and look at my presentation once again. Now, I'm Dr. Joseph Krong from the Department of Information System. In case you have any questions that you would like to ask me, you could type in our live chat. I think at this position or this position depends on which device, what kind of device that you are using, or alternatively you could scan this QR code, which you will have my office phone number and email address. Now my office phone number is also WhatsApp capable, so a lot of students nowadays, he or she would like to send questions to me, use WhatsApp, and usually, well, this is the modern method. Usually I could give them a reply in 5 minutes, and I will try my best to answer your questions related to JUPAS, related to our three choices, JS1017, JS1018, and JS1019. Now, this is all the things that I would like to cover in my presentation here. So in case you have any questions, you can type in a live stream, which currently I think we have no questions now, and YouTube, there is some kind of delay for your questions and for my video to broadcast online. Now you could ask me questions now, or alternatively tomorrow 2 o'clock we will have some Zoom section offered by my colleagues Tanya and Albert, so you could have the access to that Zoom section from our campus CityU website. So do you have any questions? If you don't have any questions, then I will end my presentation now. In case you have any questions, please type in here. So if there is no questions, then I will end the live streaming here. Thank you very much for your attention today, and well, I wish to see you all in City University in the coming